Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
What's the matter with your life? Why you gotta mess with mine? Oh, keep sweating what I do, cause I'm gonna be just fine. Check it out. If I wanna take a guy home with me tonight, it's none of your business. And if she wanna be a freakin', sell it on a weekend, it's none of your business. Now you shouldn't even get into who I'm giving skins to. It's none of your business. Now I take him all the time. I do it all the time. None of your business.
You trying to tell me something?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Pop my trunk and pop my trunk and pop my trunk and pop my.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Jade and XD. I am tired.
Yeah, and I am weary.
Yeah.
I can't listen to that song anymore without giggling.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, Scientology fucks up everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it does. Wagwan, brethren.
Nothing. It's Obama Day.
Yes, sir.
So we are out here with the sunshine.
Yep, sun is out and we're feeling okay.
Which reminds me, so I've been reading, we read to Noah every night before she goes to sleep. And so I just pick random books off of her shelf, many which we bought, and then my friend who's a teacher, their library was getting rid of a bunch of books. So there's she's got random, when classrooms have those sets where it's the history of ancient Egypt, the history of, she's got a bunch of those. But there was one I found about the, it's indigenous history of the sun and the moon. And basically how they was beefing. And how the sun stole the first man and woman's child. And tried to hold the child hostage.
What on earth?
And then it was punished, and they had beef, and the earth had to step in and be like, son, you know that you only have your time, and then it's the moon's time, and give that baby back.
Oh, so this was about custody.
Yeah, kind of, but it's not their baby.
Oh, okay.
And then
so it was like losing Isaiah.
So they said the eclipse basically.
It's exactly like losing Isaiah. This is the exact premise of losing Isaiah.
Get off of me, That's how it made in the beginning. When she was stealing in the bodega, she had holes in her pockets.
Yeah, crack is always funny.
It really is, actually. Get off of me, say that when we were kids.
That's like in Moonlight when the mom was like, you gonna raise him?
You gonna raise him?
They went back to smoking her rock in the car.
She's like, that's what I thought. Yeah, gotta make light of the plight.
Yeah.
So anyway, so basically what they said in the end of the book is the eclipse is basically the moon stepping in every once in a while and telling the sun, stay in your place.
Yeah, this is really, really about child support.
Lucky.
Yeah, it is. How was the rest of your week?
It was busy.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot of work. It was a whole lot of work, but you know, that's the circle of life. How was your week?
You know, it was cool. I didn't do anything. Like, my life has... People think that I have, like, a really fantabulous life. I really don't. I work all the time.
Yes.
And now my new thing is really just going to the gym. And it's really because, like, I need, like, a healthy distraction, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't, you know, I don't really drink anymore just because I just don't like the way alcohol really makes me feel.
Yeah. Like,
I was talking on Twitter about how, they're like, I wish I could have like 2 or 3 drinks and be wasted. Now I'm like 2 or 3 drinks at the bar. I'm just like, oh girl, I'm hella shades in the wind. But like, cause before I used to drink.
We used to go up.
Yeah. Now it's just like, oh no, do you have any tea? Like, you know what I mean? Like I need like I'll have wine, like the sangria thing. You know what I mean? That's fine. I mean, even though that gets you sloshed too, but I don't feel like trash afterwards and like I want to die.
Yeah, wine. I get drunk off wine.
Me too, but it's not, I don't feel like I would if I took, you know, like
whiskey. Me and my husband went out this weekend. We went to this, it was like a bar and like a game place, but not like barcade. It was like giant Jenga and giant Rubik's Cube, and then a bunch of pool tables and basketball. And
you guys have fun date nights.
Yeah, we have fun. And so we went there, and we had a shot of whiskey and like a beer, and then we were both like, "You good? Great. Yeah. You're good for the night." Yeah. Yeah. I generally have my libations in the car before I go in the establishment. So then we did that. Oh, and then he surprised me. Because I'd been talking about how much I want some good Greek food.
Ooh, yes.
So
I love Greek food.
We actually went out in Queens. That's where the bar place was, because we were invited to a going away thing. And then my friend was talking about, you know, like how Queens has so many different types of food. I mean, Brooklyn does and Manhattan does, but Queens really got it, because you can go on a block in Astoria and get like Greek, authentic, Italian, Colombian, Mexican. Like, you can get authentic of all of those on the same block. Yeah. Queens is good for that. So
Fuck That's Delicious taught me that.
He was he was listening to my friend, took notes or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I love Greek food, but I haven't been able to find a good place. And the next night he's like, just get dressed, be ready by this time. And we went.
Yes, excuse me, miss. Can I take you out tonight to the movies?
And it wasn't like a fancy place, but it was good.
What did you have?
For appetizer, we had char grilled calamari. And
I'm not into calamari, but
it freaked us out a little bit because it was like in a lemon butter sauce, so it was good. But having it whole as opposed to sliced, it's a lot. It's just a little it's a mind fuck. Yeah. But then I had these delicious lamb chops. Yeah. And they're not fancy people, so they don't have an array of sides.
Honestly, Greek food at its core, like, I don't want to call it rustic, but it's super simple food.
I had lemon potato. Like, they took some potatoes, they chunked them up, they parboiled them, they took them out and put them in this like lemon butter sauce, and they called them lemon potatoes. Or they have some rice. They have Greek salad, which is one of my favorite types of salad. Simple, but I love it. Like, Greek salad is top five. So I had that, and then he had lamb souvlaki. And tons of Greek salad, and I had wine, and he had Greek beer, which was delicious. It was a lager. So
did you guys have shots of ouzo?
No, we didn't go that far.
She's strong.
And we were like the only black people in there, so they were so fascinated when we walked in. The guy asked,
Greeks love black people.
The guy was like, he looked at me and said, "You look familiar. You look familiar." He was like, "You famous? You a rapper?" And I said, "As a matter of fact, yes, he is." And he was like, "Yes, I thought you look familiar in your face."
Yes, hashtag we all look alike.
Exactly. Any good looking black man with a groomed beard is a rapper.
Yeah. 34 Savage.
I calls him that. And that's a perfect name for him. Yeah. 34 Savage.
The last white man I ever dated, he was Greek. He was from Crete.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to Greece, son.
Yeah, my ultimate, people will be like, oh, I want to go to Paris. Oh, I want to go to my ultimate like dream vacation outside of like the Maldives, but is Santorini. Mm-hmm. Like the Greek Isles are so beautiful. Mm-hmm. But yeah, my ex, he was from Crete. So I guess he wasn't. He's a Greek descent, but Cretan, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, they have a huge Greek population in Connecticut. But
that makes
listen,
sense.
spanakopita is like my favorite thing ever.
That's one of the appetizers when I do past hors d'oeuvres at parties. I'll do spanakopita. With like a homemade like tzatziki sauce. I make a good homemade tzatziki sauce.
How come I've never had this before?
I like remix it.
Oh my god!
I do the chunks of cucumber in it, and then I do a little bit of garlic and a little lemon juice and a little salt. It's very simple, but it's so fresh and delicious. Oh my god! And I'll put some chopped mint in it.
Oh my god! You have to make that for me.
I will.
Oh my god! That's so good. But anyway, I didn't do anything this week. It's just literally just work. Always. Stay on the grind. I know. Truth is.
But I'm trying not to go into 2018 with a corporate job, so I'm on it.
Talk about it. Claim it in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, I've been claiming it since last year. I'm like, I'm not going into 2018 with a corporate job.
Anywho, make sure you listen to us anywhere and everywhere you can, and follow us anywhere and everywhere you can stalk your exes.
Yep.
Shout out to
Except SoundCloud.
So this is the last episode on SoundCloud, and we should be a little transparent and explain why. The reason why we're leaving SoundCloud is because, to be nerdy about it, we operate on 2 RSS feeds. One is the one that SoundCloud uses, and then the one that everybody else uses, where it's iTunes, Google Play, Acast, Podbean, wherever you listen to us. How it works is that our ad service operates on one of those RSS feeds and cannot be on 2 RSS feeds at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, in the spirit of us, you all supporting us in what we do and us not ever asking you for money, we kind of have to, do our thug thizzle and hustle.
Yeah.
So, so our ad people have advised us, phase it out. But, so SoundCloud will not be no longer what we'll be using. However, you can listen to us anywhere else. You can even listen to us on Blog Talk Radio. I'll put the link in the description. I know a couple of you guys were saying how, if we got rid of SoundCloud, you won't be able to listen to the episode, which is not necessarily true. That sounds like an alternative fact. There are thousands of other ways to listen to us, and our website will be coming soon. You can listen to us directly from there. But yeah, that's how we do. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like change. I'm one of those people.
Yes, he is.
I'm staunchly one of those people. I'm a staunch Taurus. I don't like change. I don't like taking out of my comfort zone.
He doesn't.
I am stubborn. I am all of these things. Mm-hmm. However, I'm learning how to roll with the punches, especially when it comes to, the business side of things, and try to make sure everybody's cool, Also, take our survey. Link is in the description below. It's a quality improvement survey. So we trying to upgrade some things here. Wonderful responses.
Yes.
And keep them going. We'll keep it up for one more week. And then make sure you put your location in, because a lot of people ask on live shows. And so we're using it to gauge where we book the next one.
Absolutely.
So, and also the petition that we mentioned last week is also in the description box. March 17th.
LA, it's less than a month away.
Yeah, less than a month away. And we have a few seats left.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I showed you the numbers.
No.
But
I know the last time there were very few left.
Yeah, but again, not guaranteed entry, so make sure you get there early. Early. So we
and if you didn't get a ticket and you get on the line,
yep, show up anyway. If you didn't get a ticket, show up anyway.
Yep. Oh, yes. Okay, so yes, I suggest that you get on Eventbrite.
Reserve a ticket or show up early, girl.
The link is in the description box, or show up early.
Show up early, girl.
Yeah.
We might have to open up another space.
Okay.
Yep. This week's episode is a little different. It goes in the spirit of Black History Month. We took you on a journey through alternative Black history facts. We had our own version of the Grammys.
Mm-hmm. We did a playlist.
We did a whole bunch of things. But this is a shout out to a medium that has made a lot of us notable, famous even. Black Twitter. And this, I happen to look forward to this every Wednesday.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Right now, switch your family to T-Mobile and get 4 lines for $25 a line with AutoPay and 5G access included on America's largest 5G network. So don't wait. Get unlimited and nationwide 5G access for the whole family for just $25 a line. Visit a T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com today.
Plus taxes and fees. Customers may notice lower speeds and further reduction if using over 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video at 480p. Unlimited while on our network. Qualifying credit and 4+ lines required. Capable device required for 5G. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain features. See T-Mobile.com.
Wednesday. And I guess we'll get into it a little bit later. Let's start the show for real.
Okay.
This week's artist of the week is Goldlink. I love him.
I do too.
He is from DC. He is a singer and rapper, more rapper than a singer, but you know, rappers and singers are kind of the same thing nowadays. But he's really cool, really talented. One of his new songs is "Fallen in Love," produced by K Tronada, who also love, and he was featured as the artist of the week here before. He's just really cool, funky. He's also featured on like a couple of Christian Rich's songs, and if you follow me, you know how much I love Christian Rich. But support Black music.
Yep.
Yeah, so this week comes out of a page every Wednesday on Black Twitter, the Negroes commune, and they follow this one Twitter account called 6 Brown Chicks. Now, you don't necessarily have to follow the account. They have a hashtag called SBChat. And every week, people submit questions asking for advice. And some of the advice questions are a little... but I wanted to bring them to you all today. Now, Jay doesn't necessarily know what they are.
I don't. And this is the second time this has happened to me.
Yeah.
You guys are going to hear something very similar, actually.
Yeah.
Very soon.
So we actually have... So we're going to read them and have our own responses to them. Okay?
Again, I don't know what they are.
Okay. That's fine. So, number 1. Fiance and I have a joint savings account for our wedding. I checked it. He spent all of it on rims. Heartbroken. Advice. First of all,
immediately leave.
First of all, I would have never told nobody that.
You need to immediately go. Immediately.
First of all, I didn't know we were buying rims in 2017.
Ride spinners, I'm ride spinners, they don't stop. Ride spinners, I'm ride spinners, they don't stop. Ride spinners, I'm ride spinners, they don't stop. Ride spinners, I'm ride spinners, they rolling.
Neither. I thought niggas were just fine with factory.
Yeah, I thought we definitely moved past rims.
Are
they
we
from like Florida?
Probably.
Yeah, Opalaka. Or like,
who gonna take care of him? You gonna take care of him?
yeah, like I just can't get past. Yeah, okay, you spend the money,
all
but
right, okay.
like niggas buy rims still.
But you,
that's so real. Like you spent. First of all, you don't check that account regularly.
If you share an account with another individual,
yeah,
you need to have a very clear line of communication.
Absolutely.
As to how you all spend from this account, so that you're not bumping each other out of the way all the time, and then surprised when you have $1.06 in your account because this nigga decided to go out and buy 4 24-inch black rims.
Yeah.
To go on his
Jordans.
2003 Altima.
Maxima. Because you know niggas love Maximas.
I know, we used to have one.
Yep. Yeah, I had no idea like people bought rims.
Well, clearly they do. And so the advice, madam, you need to go and you need to part ways because clearly his priorities are not in order.
Or she should just get a stud.
You know, a stud will always take care of you.
Yep, and your kids.
And will not use your money.
Absolutely not, because they have their own. You know, I've never met a broke stud ever.
Let's see.
Like in all of my like.
I knew one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she must have been super raggedy.
She was pretty raggedy.
Oh, was she like from Baltimore?
Mm-mm.
DC.
She was from like Port Arthur,
Virginia,
Texas.
Oh,
that's where Bun B's from. That's where UGK is from.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm surprised that they like. She's like, did she like? I don't know. I just don't understand.
She also cried a lot.
Oh, then she wasn't real. Anyway, next. The next one reads, boyfriend is trying to look young by dyeing his hair black. I've got black dye all over my couch and pillows. Not natural. Help.
First of all, that's not a dye. That's a Beijing.
So I have a personal story.
Ready.
So, this is actually kind of a long story, but because it goes into the story of the largest penis I've ever seen. Okay. So, also the day I met Asante. So,
shout out to the friend zone.
Yeah. So, I was kicking it with this guy named
Teddy.
No, his name is but, you know, we'll just go by
Okay.
Okay, so I was kicking it with this guy named and drove an Altima and, you know, like the black nursing vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Because the drug dealers drive the Maximus.
Yep. So, you know, he would like take me out, nice things. He's very nice, very sweet. So one night we all went to like every gay went to this one club in upstate New York. Like every gay was there. It was July 4th weekend.
Oh.
And afterwards, it was a night. Everybody was like trying to figure out something to do. So I go home because I didn't really want to associate with the locals like that. So
the locals.
Yeah, you know how it is, girl. When you lived in Oklahoma, did you associate with the locals?
No.
There you go. So
I had one friend.
There you go. See, it's
and I went to the club once, and it was terrible. Yeah. There were so many white shoes.
Yeah. Oh God. God.
Chancletas in the club.
I hope you went to therapy for that. Yeah. I
have my own form of therapy.
Okay. Okay, but anyway. Anywho, he calls me and was like, yo, can I come through? So I'm like, okay, cool. He was like, oh, I just want to chill and lay up. I'm like, all right. Because, I was on my, like, trying to be, like, fake, abstinent or whatever. So, anyway, he comes over and he plops down on the bed. So, but I've noticed, like, something else plops down next beside him. So I'm like, oh, God, like, I know this nigga lanky, but, like, damn, like, his arm, like, got an extra joint? Like, what the fuck? So all of a sudden, he starts kissing me, making out, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And then all of a sudden, like, he gets naked, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what's that? He was like, what do you mean? Like, I ain't got no, like, herpes or nothing. What the fuck you talking about? I was like, that. It's my dick. What are you talking about? I'm like, that's a nigga. That is a Richard. That shit was 11.5 inches. Right. So he was like, no. It's cool. He was like, nah, you can take it. I was like, take whom? Whom? And then he says, well, my boyfriend does. And I was like, skirt. Got into this deeper conversation. Throw him out. Later on, this other nigga I was talking to comes over. It was his birthday that night.
You were busy.
Yeah. I was also 22.
That's fair.
Yeah. So he comes over and he falls asleep. I wake up early. Everybody knows I wake up with the chickens.
Yeah.
And I wake up and I was like, I woke up to him and him. He had a Beijing and he stained my fucking pillowcase with this tar shit in his hair.
Black is the color of my true love's hair.
Because he had on a fitted that night, so I didn't really pay attention. And then the next morning, I wake up. I'm like, who the fuck?
It was like Soul Glow.
Yeah.
But
I had to throw my pillow out because it seeped into the pillow.
So I don't really have no advice for that. Like, do something about, like, niggas who put that in your hair, like, carry some sort of something that goes over your head, some sort of protecting cap. If you're gonna be going over people's house, don't be going over there staining up people's furniture.
Yeah, that's like the issue we had with Jerry curls back in the early 90s.
Exactly.
Because my cousin had one, and every couch, like piece of couch was like stained and had like a Jerry curl stain.
You need to get you a pack of plastic caps.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it for $2.
Microfiber towels.
And put that on your head and a do-rag or something when you go over people's homes.
I bet you they live in Philly, because that's like a Philly thing. Not even
what,
like
Beijing's?
gay. Yeah.
Niggas do that uptown.
The gay ones?
No.
For real?
Yes.
That is awful.
Very. And every nigga on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Unless they're all the way bald.
Yeah. Niggas love trying to hold on to a dream deferred.
They really do. It's like,
yeah.
And please miss me with the, if y'all wear weaves, then we can wear it.
No.
It's different, homie. You're putting makeup on your head.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Like,
you are putting Bobby Brown, Sharpie juice
all over your skull.
On your face and skull.
All in the hopes of keeping this hairline.
A dream deferred.
Let me keep it real with you. You look silly.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. God, I wish niggas would just embrace their bald heads when the time is right.
Yeah.
Sometimes the time calls for you to let it go.
Yeah. I was watching the All-Star game because sometimes I watch the sports.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed that Kevin Durant's moonroof is coming in nicely.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. He got, the George.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you start having the Bozo the Clown hair. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should. That's when it's time for you to take that all the way off.
Yeah. And these niggas be so young.
And you guys go and dedicate all that time to Beijings and whatnot. Laser treatments.
I know.
Get it all removed.
Bosley Hair Center is a wonderful place. I see the commercials. You know, and if you can't afford it, Jamaican castor oil works wonders.
It sure does.
Moving right along. 3 times in the past 4 months, my wife says she was robbed at an ATM. She cries but won't file a report. What's up with this? That's because she's supporting another nigga who's probably a rapper.
Always a rapper.
Always.
Or he's younger than her.
Yep.
And in vocational school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to be an HVAC technician. It's only a year program. Okay.
I'm sorry. Because now I have an Everest commercial stuck in my head.
You sitting on the couch, ain't you?
Because it's always niggas trying to be an HVAC.
It is. It is. I know.
At Apex College.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh. Information systems.
Y'all better know. ITT Tech.
Oh, shit. Yeah, she's totally funding, like,
a younger nigga.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
Or she just has a spending problem.
You know, that might be true, too, because I was watching Hoarders.
Oh.
I know. And this lady had to, like, hide money from her husband. And then, like, the husband got hipped and, like, tried to hide her credit cards, but then she got more.
Because they know how to work around the system.
Yeah.
Nah, your wife is either cheating on you or she has a spending problem.
Yeah.
Either way, she's lying.
Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. Well, that's alright because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie.
Yup.
Because, like, she's lying.
More than often than not, she's supporting a nigga who, yeah.
Is gonna learn how to put in refrigerators.
My new husband and teen do not get along. But this is fucked up.
Can't wait.
No, it's really fucked up. Like, you're going to be like, oh, this is bad. My new husband and teen do not get along. But when he stole and sold her dog to his friend, it was a new low. What to do?
Wait a minute. Okay. What?
I'm going to read this again. My new husband and teen do not get along, but when he stole and sold her dog to his friend, it was a new low. What to do?
What to do?
Stab him.
That's your child.
Stab him.
Y'all were together for a smooth 10 months. And your nigga stole your kid's dog? And sold him? Like, he didn't even, like, kidnap the dog to teach her a lesson.
Or like give it away to, like a shelter. Like, he made a profit.
He made a profit.
To, like, buy, like, Colt 45 or something.
Or Jordans.
Yep. Oh, it's always Jordans. Or rims. This
nigga. Or rims. It's the same. Got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Somebody stole my dog. Somebody stole my dog. You know they did.
No, stab him, girl.
Like, that's your kid.
But you know, people like put their like
they sure do.
They niggas in front of children every fucking day, and it makes me so goddamn sick.
Every time we are watching reality TV, some heifer pops up. Yep.
I did not know.
Neither did I.
That woman had a child.
Yeah.
On Black Ink Crew.
Yeah.
I'm glad you knew what I was talking about.
She's got like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, that nigga's about to go to like to fry. Install refrigerator.
Heating units.
Yeah. Cable.
No. Yeah, you said there was an issue with your cable. Where's the box?
Right. Does it come in the front or the back of the house? No, like that is the new.
There was no mention of this kid anywhere until this episode
at all.
He just popped up
like the Matrix.
And Walt was like,
"Listen," he said everything that I had all the questions about. I was like, "Like
no,
it's
he
cool.
Called it all out.
Like he is cool. Like I can't judge you for having a kid. Things happen. Adorable
no,
child.
Absolutely,
adorable child. But you just popped up out of nowhere.
With a child, not even.
And it's not like a baby.
No, exactly. That was the whole point of what we were saying earlier. Right. Like, you got a grown man right here. Like, and we ain't heard nothing about him.
Right.
And then you give me this song and dance about.
I decided to have my child
so
stay
he can have his
father.
life and blah 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 blah.
No, stay your ass in California.
Fame is a powerful drug.
Everybody on VH1's payroll has abandoned a child.
Old girl who's with Snoop.
Mm-hmm. And mind you, because she was on the Flavor of Love 2. No, Real Chance of Love.
See,
same show.
These heifers be chasing. They be chasing it. They even chasing a check. They chase a check.
Yeah.
But they really want that fame. They don't even care about the check. They want to be seen.
No, people abandon their kids for fame. Instagram fame.
It's disgusting.
So they could book like parties and sell flat tummy tea.
And we didn't even know about the kid.
No.
We didn't even know. Like, why are you all moving across the country when your child
move into... First of all, she said she had a whole ass career working for the mayor's office in, I guess, Oakland or whatever. Mm-hmm. So you left a government job
to go follow a tattoo artist with an eyebrow piercing,
who got his dude womb inspected on television because he was pissing blood,
and his nickname is Oh Shit.
Yes, with 3 baby mamas.
3 kids, 3 mamas.
Yeah, and one of them is a hippopotamus.
And don't forget, she said she had seen Black Ink Crew like one time. And she happened to meet him at a tattoo shop in Oakland. First of all, let's be very clear here. Yeah. Nobody casually watches Black Ink Crew.
No.
Nobody. You either watch it,
or
maybe shamefully, but you either watch it and you're like, it's 8 o'clock. I got to get on the TV.
Yeah.
Like, or is it 9 o'clock? Whatever. You either watch it or you don't.
Right.
You don't casually, I've seen one episode and I recognize this nigga from that show after seeing one episode.
You're either all in or not.
Stop.
You're either all in or not. That's so true about most of these reality TV shows. No, Love and Hip Hop, you can casually watch it.
catch.
But Black Ink Crew,
you watch it or you
watch
don't.
it or you don't.
Especially if you watch it, because once you start watching it, you don't stop.
Absolutely not.
Because it's the cops of reality shows.
Yeah, it is.
It's like very real.
Very real, actually.
So,
but anyway, stab that nigga girl. Everything out my fiance's mouth is a lie. She says she was Haitian. She faked her accent and is really from Jackson, Mississippi. Advice.
This sounds like that black girl who was on The Real World. So, if you watch newer seasons of The Real World on Hulu, which you should because they're actually quite entertaining. There was this black girl.
That's what Brandon said. Brandon said they're really good.
They are. Yeah. Like, we've watched like 3 like new seasons, and I'm one of those people who's like, I'm not watching season 37 of The Real World.
Yeah.
No, you should.
Really?
One season, it was this black girl named CJ, and she was like so patient with this white girl. I think I talked about this before.
I've actually seen that episode.
That season, though,
and she ragtagged that hoe.
Listen, all busted that head
Molly
up.
whopped.
That was such a good season. And then there's been some other good seasons. And then they do this evil thing now where they start bringing people's like skeletons back or like people they have beef with.
Okay.
So they bring basically a whole new cast to the house and surprise.
Based off of niggas that they hate?
Yeah, based off of like stories they told of people they got beef with or whatever.
Oh, I would sue
or
everybody.
They'll bring, like if you have beef with a sibling, they'll bring that sibling. You got an ex that was like kind of crazy, they'll bring that back. Like it's crazy. So it's very entertaining. Very entertaining. So oh yeah, so this black girl faked the British accent. So she grew up. She lived in like Augusta, Georgia. She lived in Georgia, like not in Atlanta, and she said that she went to England for like 8 years, and she came back with this full-blown British accent, but like the hood British accent where they be like, "I think." Yeah.
No, she just speaks like a drag queen.
So then her skeleton came back, and the girl was like, "We went to high school together," and that girl didn't have no British accent then.
Right.
Like, if this girl is completely lying about her background for no reason,
right,
you might want that. Like that needs to ring the alarm.
Right.
That needs to ring the alarm, sir. Like there's something not right there.
That's crazy.
And you need to figure out what she's hiding. And then you need to get out of there.
Right.
And who lies about being Haitian?
I mean, people want to be like Wake West Indian all the time.
Why can't you just appreciate it instead of trying to be it?
Yeah.
Like my husband is Trinidadian. I am not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I love Trini food. I love Trini culture. I can't wait to go to Carnival. But I'm not running around here telling people that my family is from Trinidad.
Right. Right.
I don't get it.
But
that's indicative of a bigger problem.
Yeah.
And so you need to just...
I wonder if she was even like how far did she go in like this lie? Like did she fake the accent? Like did she speak Creole? Did she I'm wanting to know like how far, like she like Dolezal'd like her whole entire existence.
Yeah, that's what she did. The only way I can see this making sense where I'd be like, oh, okay.
She's in a witness protection program?
No, not even. If this nigga is low key awful, and the only way to scare him is if she tell him that she can do voodoo.
Oh, I'm not Haitian. I tell niggas I can do voodoo all the time.
I know, but maybe she takes it a step further. Like, if I say I'm Haitian, maybe he will act right.
Oh, that's
the only way I can see that making sense.
Baby will make him stay type shit.
Yep.
Weekly reminder.
a baby won't make him stay.
I got sick at work and came home early. Woman in my bed. In my clothes. Boyfriend said he was asleep. She's a burglar. Advice. Oh, yeah. Somebody sleeping in my bed. So, today I was talking about I have a point that I'm gonna make. So I was reading this article today. Jezebel.com reported that there was a third person infected with HIV while being on PrEP. And I talk about PrEP, and that's like the preventative pill that it's supposed to be 99% effective.
Right.
And then somebody was like, "Oh, well, why do they market as an alternative to like condoms?" I was like, "It's not." And people were talking about like why people take or don't take this kind of precaution. And my number one, and I tell this all the time, my number one reason for taking PrEP is because niggas lie.
All the time.
And this goes back to what my point is. Niggas lie.
And they will lie extravagantly. Extravagantly.
Like,
scenarios.
The mental gymnastics niggas do for lying, it's almost on par with white people.
It really is. Let me break it down for y'all real quick.
Go ahead.
Because I know there's a couple fuck niggas who probably listen to the show.
Yeah.
You know, it happens, and it's fine. We're not judging you, but we are.
I am.
Let me explain something to you all real quick. We know every time you're lying.
Absolutely, every time.
Stop doing this thing. And I dealt with this before. You know what? Y'all wanted to talk about something. You wanted XD and I to get a little personal. There's only so much I'm going to give you, but I'm going to give you this right now.
Yeah.
My ex used to do this thing where he would extravagantly lie. Extravagantly lie. Okay? I'm not even going to give you all one of the ridiculous stories that he told me. Should I?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't have anything to lose.
Right. You married and a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm good. So there were these pictures that popped up, right? And they were...
It's always pictures.
Right. They were clearly professional photographed pictures. Now he was a musclehead, okay? He was a gym nigga. Those of you who have listened to our old show know that very early on I refer to certain niggas as gym niggas.
Yep.
So he was a gym nigga. So he was very muscular. And these pictures were of him shirtless. Right? Nothing wrong with that, right? Mm-hmm. With a woman who appeared to be nude with her legs wrapped around his waist. And you'd see like his back, like, you know, very black art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Hotep art.
He did not tell me about this photo shoot.
Uh-huh.
He didn't tell me about this. So these pictures pop up. What is this?
Right.
Oh,
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
So my homeboy is getting into photography and wanted me to model for him. So me and this other model did these photos, and they were going to use them on a flyer for a club. Oh, okay. So they randomly asked your black, engaged ass, this nigga who I know, to come and do these assimilated nude photo shoots of you and some heifer.
And you didn't think it would be okay to run it by me, number
right,
one.
You didn't think to say, so listen.
Right.
Because clearly these are going to be on every postcard, on every windshield in D.C.
Every Martin Luther King weekend poster.
So, yeah, I'm, doing this photo shoot, but this is what it is. You want to come? Or you want to come down? You want to,
right.
I'm just letting you know this is what's happening, Please.
That's crazy.
Please. And there were so many other extravagant lies just like that one. He had an entire separate Facebook account. Uh-huh. And this nigga took like trips to Miami.
Oh, wow.
And I would find out because pictures would pop up. Because your stupid ass doesn't realize that both your Facebook profile accounts are friends with these people that we are mutual friends with. And so your homeboy will post a picture and it's you and a bunch of bitches around you in bathing suits.
Wow.
Like, every picture, you're half naked and they are too.
Wow.
And I didn't even know you went to Miami, my nigga.
Wow.
So I say all that to say that you guys should just, like, you should just tell the truth, because we always know when you're lying. I knew when he was lying every single time.
That's crazy.
Every time. And I'm like, why am I here again?
Damn.
And I wasn't innocent. So
Sure.
I'm not even putting it out there like I was innocent. I wasn't innocent. But you know, every action has a reaction.
Yes.
So you niggas keep that in mind while you out there being dirty dick niggas and dipping in every bitch that you find. I want you to know that every action has a reaction, and it is no problem. You need to watch Being Mary Jane.
I can't believe you admitted that.
I know. Okay, so listen. It's XD's fault. XD and time. So I'm sitting in my room trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my me time. I should have read a book. Instead, I started Being Mary Jane. And I want you to know, yes, she's got these niggas that she deals with, like where they're very up close and personal. But then there's always a nigga in the background. And you niggas' egos are real soft.
Man.
So I suggest that you act right and stop trying to lie to people and twist their minds around to believe your lies when you know you are lying. That is mental abuse.
Absolutely.
Let's keep it all the way funky. That is mental abuse when you niggas do that. So keep in mind that while you're up here trying to make a woman go crazy because you want her to believe this foolishness because you don't know how to keep your penis in your pants,
yeah,
we always know when you're lying, and there's always a nigga in the background.
This is why I advocate for stabbing. You know, stab him. It's a movement. I don't say this shit to be funny. I say it to be for real. Stab him. Remind him. What did Mama D say? Check him. Check him.
There is always a nigga willing to step up.
Always. And a stud. Next.
I married mine.
Yep.
Wait, not my stud. Remind me to tell you the story about how my ex showed up at my job.
What?
And then my husband walked in to come pick me up from work.
No, share that story. That's juicy. That's Black love. It's Black History Month still.
All right. So we talking about there's always a nigga in the background, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you all kinds of personal things today.
Yeah.
It's only going to go so far.
Yep.
So I just don't care about anything like that. So I was at my job. I was bartending.
Mm-hmm.
And my ex came to New York from D.C. on a bus and showed up at my job.
Did you call the police?
No.
Oh.
Nope. I served him a drink. And so, because I'm like, I don't hate you.
Was he a paying customer?
He sure was.
Mm-hmm.
And I text my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, and told him, like, this nigga's here. So when you walk in, I'm just giving you the heads up. And my husband's not one of those, he's not one of those crazy jealous guys where he's like, oh, what? No, like, he's getting ready to approach him and it's about to be Love and Hip Hop. Like, it's nothing like that. He's one of those, like, you got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know when I need to step in if I do, but you got it.
Yeah.
So I gave him the heads up because he was going to pick me up from work. And, you know, my ex was trying to get back with me because we were together for a long time.
No.
And he fucked up. And so I told him I'm good. Now, mind you, we had a history of going back and forth. We would break up a lot. And then there were times we'd be broken up exclusively, but we would still be seeing each other and talking to each other.
Yeah.
You know the song and dance.
Yeah.
So
very stylistics.
I would always, and then it just got to a point where it was like, I'm not doing this with you. And I met my husband.
Yeah.
Not directly after him, like there were niggas in between, but eventually I met him, and it wasn't too long after. And when I met him, he stepped up. He wanted to be there. He did not lie to me. He was always honest. We had great conversation. We had fun together. And things evolved from there. I say all that to say, there's always going to be a nigga who's going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And who's going to be even more fun than you.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the nigga who's going to replace you and is going to make you stop going and doing this Mary Jane David back and forth type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
So
that you actually watch.
And then that nigga is going to be the person that makes you say, "Thank God you were awful." Yeah. Because now I have something so much better.
Beyonce has a song about this called, "Best Thing I Never Had." Yeah. It's written by Babyface.
What goes around comes back around. Hey, my baby.
There was a time I thought
that you did everything right. No rights, no wrongs. Boy, I must have been out of my mind. 'Cause when I think of a time that I almost loved you, you showed your ass.
And I saw the real you.
Thank God you put it. Thank God I dodged a bullet. I'm so over you, baby. Good looking out. Okay, I'm done with that.
You back.
I'm so through with that. 'Cause honestly, you turned out to be the
best thing I never.
You turned out to be the
best thing I never.
And I'm gonna always be the
best thing you never.
Best thing you never had. I used to want you so bad. I'm so through with that.
Sing. Yes.
Do
it.
Oh, you turned out to be that. You knew we weren't gonna go through a whole episode without doing that.
All right. Now it's time for a break.
I know it's been a while since we've done a cocktail, and with the spring peaking, let's do something that's refreshing and goes with the sunny weather. I think we've spoken about a Paloma, which is traditionally tequila, grapefruit, and a lime with salted rim. Today I want to do a blood orange Paloma with a chili salted rim. In your shaker, add 2 ounces of tequila and the juice of half of a lime. Shake with ice. Now for your rim. On a saucer, sprinkle kosher or sea salt and half the teaspoon of chili powder and blend. Rim your glass with lime juice and place on the plate in your salt. Pour your tequila and lime juice in your rimmed glass with fresh ice and add 2.5 ounces of blood orange soda or the juice of a whole blood orange, 1 ounce of simple syrup, and club soda. Listen to Jaden XD every week for more cocktails and drink tips.
Hubby and me work. He also wants to be a rapper. He puts his entire check in the studio, doesn't pay bills. He's 44.
Oh.
Advice.
Have you...
This is rough because what I want to say is really rude.
Go ahead, say it.
I know we're supposed to be in the business of, like uplifting black people. And I know a part of black love is supporting one another. But another part of black love is being completely and ridiculously honest with one another.
You're too damn old to try to be a rapper.
There it is. That's exactly it.
I understand you don't want to emasculate your nigga.
But in this case...
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to bruise his ego, but he is 44 years old and not contributing to the household, and the cost of living is not going down, my man.
No.
You are 44. Jay-Z is approaching retirement. What makes you think your career is going to start now? Nobody wants to listen to you, Grandpa.
No one. We don't even want to listen to like Jay-Z now.
No, I don't want. No, like the only nigga who is like aging and I will still really listen to is Nas if he puts out new music, because he's consistent with his flow.
Yeah,
he's consistent with his style, whereas Jay-Z tries to switch up with the times. And no disrespect, because I love Jay-Z, but
it doesn't always
sometimes
translate.
you have to give it up.
Yeah, because his wife out-raps him.
Right. She had bars on Drunken Love.
Yeah, I just 44. Does he have braids?
Oh God.
Because you know how I feel about men with braids.
Oh God, he probably does.
God,
You're not contributing to the household. You are 44. Nobody's getting ready to listen to Young Abuelo. Like, it's not getting ready to happen. Girl, you need to open up your mouth and just keep it real with him.
You have to open up your... Speak. Open up
You're
your mouth.
too old.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Call Con Edison and fill out an application, nigga. I get it. You don't have many skills at this point because you're 44.
The thing is, he does have a job, though. He just doesn't... He just refuses to pay bills.
That is unacceptable.
That is, first of all, he should have got his shoulders clapped for that.
You know what? You need to reevaluate your situation with him, because if he doesn't even feel obligated as a man to want to contribute to the household, like he refuses to pay bills because he's putting it into this.
Right.
Like, oh, I have a job, but this is for me. What?
You have a family to care about.
So he doesn't even, like, there are men out there. He doesn't even
care about you.
There are men out there who will get up at the crack of slavery to go work for their families, to go do something, labor intensive.
Yeah.
And that's all because their pride will not allow them to not do what they have to do to take care of their families. Yeah. So if you're out here with a nigga who doesn't feel obligated, who doesn't feel in his spirit that he needs to do something else for the betterment of his family,
tell that nigga to kick rocks.
Big ones. Stones. Boulders. Wow. Woo, that got me hot.
Yeah.
I don't even... He's trash.
Yeah. Let's move on. Slept with coworker's man over Christmas break.
Oh.
Now this backstabber is trying to get me fired. She told my manager I get high. Help.
Wait, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on.
So this also leads me to believe that the coworker's man is actually her coworker. Unless
they went out one night and I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, so you slept with the coworker's man.
Mm-hmm.
And now the coworker is trying to get you fired.
The coworker's man is trying to get her fired. Oh no, I guess.
Nah,
slept with coworker's man over Christmas break. Now this backstabber is trying to get me fired. Oh. Wait, what?
Is the backstabber the man or the coworker?
I want to say it's the coworker.
If it's the coworker is you're the backstabber.
Right.
Because the fact that you can say I slept with my coworker's man means you knew he was her nigga.
Right.
So you're the backstabber. What are you talking about?
Right. You see, niggas ain't the most couth either, as some of these beautiful individuals that create haters do.
You know, you are wrong.
Hella wrong.
First of all, you knowingly slept with your coworkers. That is messy boots. You're foul.
And that's what I understand. Like, you couldn't find any other nigga
there's so many niggas out there
that are willing to give it up at any moment's notice.
There's 4 of them hanging outside on the store on the corner of my house.
Yes.
And I'm sure at least 3.5 of those would fuck you.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. There's niggas online. There's niggas on Wall Street. You can have your pit. You can have a raggedy nigga. You can have an old nigga. You can have a young nigga. There's so many of them who would be willing to give it up for nothing at all.
But you want to covet this bitch's man.
Smiling in your face. All the time they want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. They smiling in your face. All the time they want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. Oh,
You're trash and you deserve everything you're getting. If they get you fired, good.
Yeah.
And her nigga's trash too.
Yeah, fuck him too.
Yeah, like both of y'all can hold hands and jump.
Yeah. I found out my 35-year-old son cuts roses from my garden to give to cheap women. I evicted him and now I can't see my grandson. Advice. Yeah. So this sounds like baby boy. But, first of all, why are you 35 years old? Why can't you just go buy flowers, my nigga? Like,
guns and butter.
Like, nigga, like, seriously, go
to, there's a florist on every corner.
Every corner, girl.
I don't know where you live.
You can go, or at the grocery store. You can go to Albertsons, Piggly Wiggly, Eckerd,
Kroger,
PW,
ShopRite,
Publix,
Stop and Shop,
Harris Teeter. There's always
Wegmans.
There's Kroger,
Food Town.
ShopRite. Like, there are Lucky, Albertsons, Safeway, Giant. Everybody sells
C-Town.
flowers. Everybody sells flowers. You couldn't go.
Why are you cutting your mother's roses?
Food Lion. Everybody.
As for you, miss, because this is her who asked the question. Sometimes.
That nigga's super petty for, like, you can't see your grandson anymore. Cause
that's so petty. He's trash.
Yeah.
Like, he's a horrible human being.
Absolutely. I just want to let you know that you may or may not have raised a horrible person.
But sometimes you gotta bite the bullet so that you can see the baby. You know what I'm saying? And obviously you raised a terrible human being. Your son is an awful person.
And but wait, you just evicted him because he was cutting roses just to give to
That's also
loose women?
a little harsh.
Yeah.
That's a little harsh.
You
now
couldn't just increase his rent to $20. You could just curse him out.
Maybe there's something, make him buy you some new rose bushes.
Yeah.
Give you, money. Like, he needs to give you money. Eviction is a little strong. Maybe that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because if he is saying that she can't see her grandchild, then it sounds like there may be some other things there.
Yeah.
But if there is no other history and you just evicted him off of that.
We're having trouble conceiving. Bestie says, your husband can get me prego for you. Gift or just deceit? I'm hurt and confused. So...
Okay, so the best friend made a suggestion?
Yeah, that...
Not the best suggestion.
Maybe she meant in the sense of, like, I can be your surrogate.
That's what it sounds like.
Because then I'm like, okay, that's
nice of you to offer,
that's
but
nice
no
of you
thanks.
to offer you. But
I don't know about hurt and confused because she offered it.
But if she took it, or maybe if we're interpreting it as, like, since you can't have children, miss, me and your nigga can have a baby and say it's yours.
But wouldn't that just be like a hood surrogate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would just not be her baby. That would just... It'd be losing Isaiah again.
Yeah. Project Surrogacy.
Yeah. Project Surrogacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, now, is your best friend flirting with your nigga? Like, is your best friend, like...
Yeah, the problem with these advice
make mommy make a roll? I don't...
The thing about these, like, advice questions is the fact that there's no, like, context or, like, general backstory, because I can't, like, give conscious, like, thought as to what this
I know,
means.
that's the hard thing about it.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But if we're gonna go scenario A, your best friend is
a little overzealous.
She was
little excited.
Yeah.
And her clothes are a little inappropriate when she comes to the crib.
Exactly. Tell her to
tell her she needs to calm her tits.
Yeah, put that button up.
Yeah. Pull that skirt down a little bit and button that shirt up.
Yeah.
And get yourself together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now the scenario 2, stomp that hoe.
And scenario 3, if she really was just offering, then get out your feelings.
Yeah.
She was clearly just trying to make a suggestion, even if it's not one you have to go with. All you have to do is say no thank you.
He spent New Year's Eve with me and not his pregnant girlfriend.
Oh.
What to expect on Valentine's Day? I want a serious relationship. Hashtag I'm 30 now. Hashtag grown love only.
What? Hashtag you're trash.
Yeah.
Hashtag that ain't your nigga. Hashtag if it is, he's also trash.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer is how you get them is how you keep them and how you lose them too. So if you met him while he was creeping on some other girl, what makes you think he's not gonna creep out on you? Because
I mean, I get it. Sometimes rare instances, people make mistakes. And it's like, they're not those type of people. It was just, they made some wrong decisions. Then, more oftentimes than not.
No, you cheating on a pregnant girlfriend.
He's just a trash nigga. It's very slim that you about to find one of the niggas that is like, you know what? I made a mistake. This is what. Kind of like, old boy on Being Mary Jane. What's his name? Ghost. So Ghost, because it was nobody else.
Oh, Omari Hardwick's character.
He was trash, don't get me wrong, because the way he was moving was foul. It was very foul. But
most niggas do.
It seemed like it was one of those things where it's like, I'm not happy at home and I am not handling this the right way. There was a different way to handle that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was foul for what he did, but it seemed like he just kind of handled the situation very wrong instead of being an all-around trash nigga.
Yeah.
Whereas there are other niggas who are out here getting head and doing this with this woman and this one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what they do. Right. And then other people kind of fall into like bad situations and put themselves in bad situations. So, anyway. Your nigga's trash.
Yeah, and you're very stupid.
Yeah.
And you're perpetuating, like, he's cheating on me, his girlfriend pregnant, but I want a serious relationship. Like, girl, you are dumb as a box of fucking toilet paper.
I already know what her next move is.
She gonna contact...
She gonna try to get pregnant.
I know that you're somebody else's guy, but these feelings that I have for you, I can't deny. She doesn't treat you the way you want it.
Yeah, because what?
My baby won't make him stay.
That's right. God.
And then the fact that you're calling her his pregnant girlfriend, like, active girlfriend.
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
She needs a sister circle.
She does. You know what? This sounds like a bunch of stories of women who say that they don't have female friends.
Yep, and I talk about that all the time. I don't fuck with other females.
I talk about that all the time. If you don't have a sister circle, you are probably the problem.
Yeah. Hell, I have a sister circle.
Right. Like, and I'm coming from a person who, through my teenage years and my adolescence, had a lot of guy friends because I liked sports and I liked music and I liked a lot of things that were in common with a lot of men. So I had a whole bunch of homeboys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I never would rule women out of my life because they were women. And I have all different types of friends, and I've always had all different types of friends, different personalities. And especially in my more recent years, I have spoken about it before and I'll say it again. The women in my life are so important to me, and they are so beneficial to me, and I try to be the same to them. I can talk to them when I need to talk to them. If I'm going through it and I need to release a little bit, I know that I am going to a safe space and a comfortable space. And so if you don't have women in your life, you might be the problem.
Yep.
Check yourself.
Now it's time for Fucked Up Song of the Week. This week, we are going to take a visit back down memory lane when this particular artist made music and not rap. Ushers, You Remind Me. Take it away, Bubbles DeVere.
Yo, I ain't seen you in a minute, but I got something to tell you. Listen. See, the thing about you that caught my eyes, the same thing that made me change my mind. Kind of hard to explain, but girl, I'll try. You need to sit down. This may take a while.
Oh, girl, niggas are so long-winded.
You see, she sort of looks like you, just like you. She even smiles just the way you do. So innocent she seemed, but I was fooled. I'm reminded when I look at you. But you remind me of a girl that I once knew. See her face whenever I look at you. You won't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you.
That is so fucked up.
Thought that she was the one for me till I found out she was on her creep. Oh, she was sexing everyone but me. This is why we could never be. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See her face whenever I look at you. You won't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. I know it's so unfair to you. I relate her ignorance to you. Wish I knew how to separate the two. You remind me, whoa. Nehu.
There's a Nehu in the song?
No. And it continues on with You Remind Me of a Girl That I Once Knew.
You know, that was actually a well-written song, but it's really fucked up.
It really is, because this girl don't have nothing to do with your trifling ex.
Right, at all.
And just because you see her, you have a type, she has to suffer.
Right, exactly. And they just probably have the same Wet and Wavy.
That's really all it was.
Yeah.
You know, similar tastes. They both shopped at Fashion Nova.
Yeah, they got their bundles from the same vendor.
Like, he basically did a Reggie Bush.
Yeah. Well, that's today's show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bubbles DeVere, for making
a champagne for everybody, darling.
Ferrero
Rocher, darling.
Yeah.
Noah's favorite candy.
Yeah. Again, this is our last episode on SoundCloud. Bye, SoundCloud. Memories from the corners of our mind. Misty watercolored memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind. Too painful to remember the way we were. Yeah, could it be that we were all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had a chance to do it all again, tell me, would we?
I'm Mary Jane Paul, and this is Talk Back.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.